MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our wonderful, wonderful entrepreneurs out there that are starting up, have got big businesses, have got businesses that are growing, businesses that are suffering right now. All entrepreneurs, this show is for you. In studio with us today, we've got Neo Khalo. He's Managing Director and Founder of KHL Automotive. Let's take a look.
My name is Neo Khalo. I'm the Managing Director and Founder of KHL Automotive Technologies. Our company is a dynamic engineering company. We do welding and fabrication, steel fabrication. So since we are a dynamic engineering company, we work with other engineers from other corporate organizations, and we help them with their material handling issues, whatever they need in terms of making it easy for them to carry parts through the supply chain. We actually started off inside Nissan South Africa. They gave us a good opportunity where we worked with the material handling and engineering department, as well as the supply chain department. So we were assisting with the packaging, whatever they needed for their automotive components, from small components like your steering wheel, or to large components like your bumpers and bonnets and doors, things like that. In the next 5 years, hopefully we'll be having 5 big clients or more. But other than that, we would like to train young people, especially in the welding field. So we'd like to open up our workshop and be able to train welders, boiler makers, so that they get the experience they need to get their trade test qualification. So if ever there's someone aspiring to be a welder, they can come through and see how we can assist them into getting the necessary experience that they need to be able to qualify as a welder and get a national certificate. Our product, since we started, has been mainly stillages or trolleys that carry the automotive components, the different automotive components. So we've also went and tried to introduce a cart for bicycles where, for example, your entrepreneurs, whether it's a gardener or a welder who doesn't have a car, can pull this trolley and put their maybe their lawnmower and other equipment or their welding machines and just drive out to the client to fix or do repairs or even do some welding work. I think the biggest challenge has been access to market, trying to partner with corporates, trying to partner with big organizations. I've been knocking on many different companies, writing emails, trying to set up a meeting and then sell our services or products. That has been the challenging part. Yes, it has opened up some doors, but we, where we want to be in terms of our vision, that has been a challenging part in terms of the opportunities, as well as funding for equipment. The equipment that we need, it comes at a very high cost. So the type of the equipment that we currently need is your CNC machines, your guillotine machines, your press brakes. Those are the kind of machines, and they will factor into helping us develop welders and boiler makers, because to be able to take on board boiler makers, we need those kind of machines. My question for Allon is that after having one big client for so many years, for like 6 years, how do we scale up? Basically, how do we go out and find big customers?
Welcome now.
Thank you, Allon. Thanks for having me.
So we watched that insert now, and I just want to understand what is unique about what you are selling. Just explain to me what is relative to your competitors. What is unique?
I would say what makes us unique is our strong industrial engineering background.
Yeah.
And being an engineer, we can understand the problems that other engineers face, and we are able to help them accordingly.
So there's no one in your industry where that is true for one of your competitors, where they're also not industrial engineers also saying that they understand their clients?
Well, there are
Okay.
competitors who have a similar background, but I would say we've also started our business with one of the big corporates in South Africa, where we had a strong support and sort of foundation of starting up.
Okay. And then when it comes to pricing relative to the market, how are you priced? Are you competitive? And you're probably going to say you are, so I'm going to need some. For example, we are 10% below, we at the average market. Are you competitive from a price perspective?
It's quite a tricky one, because sometimes with our pricing, I found that I've struggled a bit with our costing.
Yeah.
Where we'd put in a costing and we'd find that we are actually above average.
Yeah.
And some of the reasons would be because maybe we outsource some of the, not having some of the machinery, then we'd have to outsource. And that takes our pricing, our costing higher.
And then you become uncompetitive.
Then we become uncompetitive.
Okay. And how big is your team?
We started off with a team of 10, where we had about 8 welders and a forklift driver and a spray painter.
Yeah.
And we grew up to about 15, introduced some of welding students who were doing some apprenticeships with us, or learnerships. And then we hit the 1920 mark.
Yeah.
And then after some time, then we now dropped to about ±5 because of our business. The big client that we had, we were no longer with that one.
Okay. We're going to take a break now, and when we come back, more questions for now.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.